Welcome to Ann Arbor and the Big House, home to one of the most storied programs in college football and the first one to win 1,000 games, the Michigan Wolverines. Little gets the blood boiling, quite like a rivalry game. Barbs, shots, trash talk, things that go on throughout the week will now all be settled on this field. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Michigan State Spartans, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Spartans will kick it away first. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. The Wolverines offense takes the field for the first time today. A state divided. They started playing for the Paul Bunyan Trophy, the big wooden lumberjack, back in the early 50s when Sparty joined the Big Ten.
And it's so nice to have you, Reese, to have all those data from when you were in high school and when you were in college back in the 50s. And you know the...
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. Caught in the backfield. It's Knight. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7. The Wolverines decide to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. One other day out of there, and we saw a lot of him in that loss last week, 4 times to be exact. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. So Michigan State's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And if these two guys wind up getting matched up, David, we'll see what wins, speed or force.
Yeah, and you love to be physical and set the tone, and this linebacker does that consistently. Now, Jesse, keeping up with the speed on the other side, that's a different animal.
Might be different, but we're going to see this receiver work underneath on some drag routes. You better be careful. You do not want to get caught in the wash against this linebacker.
Paul Bunyan, a huge part of trophies in the Big Ten. He's got an axe. He's got this trophy for the Spartans and the Wolverines. Where do you guys rank this trophy?
Yeah, it's hard to say. I mean, there's so many trophy games, I feel like, in the Big Ten, David. This game, obviously, it always has Big Ten implications, national championship implications. I will be honest, Paul Bunyan Trophy gives me the heebie-jeebies about that.
And you don't like it, it just kind of gives you the heebie-jeebies. I hear you, but how about Reese throwing a ranking on us? Rank the trophies? Reese, what are we doing here? We're not ranking trophies. Huge rivalry game, a lot of emotions. I'm talking about ranking trophies.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback, finding his open receiver on 3rd down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is 3rd down conversion percentage. If you're a great 3rd down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill 3rd down so much in practice.
I love playing man-to-man defense, and I love getting up in your kitchen and jamming you at the line of scrimmage, but it's really hard when they start running these crossing routes and drags and ends because now I'm in chase mode, and the QB has a little bit of space a lot of times, and those fast guys can create some separation and get a 1st down like they did there.
This offense trying to quieten the crowd on 1st and goal, and they are not cooperating. And they're able to get him on the ground. These fans raising the volume on 2nd and goal. Trying to power it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Sparty. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Guys, here come those maize and blue wing helmets on offense. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3 and out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that lap.
Going over the top. Makes the 30. Touchdown, Michigan. A great catch and run for 6. Did not take long to get into the end zone. Now let's see if this gets this offense to hit overdrive.
And we may have a situation here. We might have points, and more points. You keep putting drives together like that quickly, chewing up that much yardage, defenses are going to have to get something figured out.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Guys, these two have been showing contempt and disdain for each other for more than a century. First meeting back in 1898.
Yeah, and my goodness, you think about all the years, all the plays. You think about Mike Hart a few years ago. What was he talking about? Little brother. That stung Michigan State so bad. The hatred for each other is what makes this game so fun to follow every single year.
And I always feel in this game specifically between Michigan and Michigan State, it's the big-time players and the Heisman candidates that have always stepped up and made big plays. So I can't wait to see what the best players in this game are ready to do.
The Spartans will have it 1st and 10. They want to just keep throwing it. Catch in the middle. It sucks. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that 1st down.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible. And sometimes it doesn't work in the running game, but I can throw it to him. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out of it.
I love the play call there, too, because 2nd and short, defense is thinking you might run it. So you try to catch him off guard with the pass. Nothing there. Even if you throw an incompletion, you're going to have a chance to run.
He smashes his way through again. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down. Less than a yard to go to pick up the 1st down. Makes the grab on the left. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the 1st down. They've moved to the 16. It's 1st and 10. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Into double coverage, and he picked it off. Takes it the other way. He's inside the 40. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time, but you always remember your first interception. They'll always...
And that one is picked off in the end zone. Really nice focus by this sophomore, and he jumped on his chance to make a play.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
They stop him just a link or two short of the 1st, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Wants to throw, it's ball. Fires left. Got his man downfield. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. While we're only through 1, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. First down to start the drive after the break. Looking to move it through the air. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Tackle is made after the 1st down. And the Spartans racing to the line in a hurry up. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. That's caught. It's Vaughn. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're looking to pass from the red zone. That's caught. It's Vaughn. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. On second down, looking to throw. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. Pulls it in. It's Vaughn. And he couldn't quite get to the marker, and that's going to bring up a fourth down.
I mean, good news here, they get the completion. Bad news, though, not enough to pick up the first down. The target there, he's got to do a better job understanding where the first down marker is, make sure he gets the right depth on his route. Now, all of a sudden, head coach has a big decision.
Sometimes we don't give enough credit to a receiver knowing exactly where he needs to be on the field, and they pick up the first down there.
Yeah, and you got to give the receiver credit, obviously knowing where that is, but the defender needs to know where it is too. Where is he trying to get? That ball's going to come out quick. He didn't really understand where the sticks were, and because of that, he gives up the first down. We need to just be a little bit more aware as a defensive guy.
They're going to run it, and he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Spartans! They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Michigan State, 14. Michigan, 7.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. Solid fundamentals on that tackle from this freshman. This game often testier than Michigan's rivalry with Ohio State. The Wolverines applied a little extra sting, winning a close one last year.
They did. You know, it just left a bad taste in everybody's mouth back in East Lansing all year.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. How about that alert play from the defense to scoop it up? Touchdown, Michigan State. The defense with the scoop and score. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Two very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. LSU had a dominant win, the kind the folks in Baton Rouge were used to in 2019 when Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase, and Justin Jefferson led the Tigers to a national title. Talk about a special team. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way. But I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. He leaves it with his back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
And the Wolverines send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Makes a move. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. The Spartans are in the hurry-up. The Spartans very efficient with this passing game.
You like that, Reese? You like that? I think so. This is an offense that, listen, when you've got a guy back there that can be efficient. Make no mistake, they're going to run the football, but when you get that Kirk Cousins guy, you start to really like the offense.
Quickly out to the tight end. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and they will try to build on what has already been a dominant first-half performance. And the Spartans are on the move. Trying to find his man on first down. He makes a grab. They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a first and goal. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards, and we're in the first half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Sparty. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance.
What a day. His third rushing touchdown. And when you got your college fantasy football team going, this guy is racking those points up for you. Cha-ching, cha-ching, cha-ching.
And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. Here's the return from inside his 10. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. That's the way to give yourself some breathing room. Now the second play of the drive from the 36. Comes out throwing on first down, using the quick game. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. On second down, just keeps firing. And the defense gets to the quarterback. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. Pocket starts to collapse. He's got his man. That'll be enough for a first down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. The Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback. They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. On second down, he's looking downfield. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And he makes the catch inside the 10. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Wolverines.
Man, nice job getting the passing game going. This is big, man. Going to the half, and listen, I know you're trailing, but building some momentum. Maybe this second half we can keep airing the football out, cutting into this deficit, and who knows what the heck will happen.
They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down.
Nothing but green ahead. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30-plus. The Spartans will hustle to the line. To the air on first down. With the catch, it's Vaughn. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. The offense will quickly use the timeout.
Hey, guys, this running back's not just catching checkdowns or swing routes. You can get him vertically down the field and let him go to work, especially when you get man coverage. Take advantage.
Zings it complete to the right. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Grabs it in the middle. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Spartans. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Going up top on first down. Slides away. Defense was swarming around this quarterback, and he never had a chance to get it off. And down he goes, and we will head to halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Fellas, it's one thing to have a rivalry game, but when you have two longtime foes separated by 65 miles battling for a prize like the Paul Bunyan Trophy, you know emotions tend to run high. And it'd be easy to say these two offenses are glad we've hit halftime based on their respective performances. It would also be accurate. Turnovers and sacks have told the story so far. And you gotta believe the play calling has been the issue, right? Time to shred those game plans and just get back to basics.
And the Wolverines will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. From inside the 15, here comes the return. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
It's caught. Up near the 40-yard line. They'll mark it at the 39, a pickup of 15.
And, man, this quarterback has had a day. With that pass, he goes over 300 yards on the day. Really nice job executing, putting up some yards today. Pretty good day for the young man.
Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
Throwing right. And the senior would love to have that one back. Just a little too much on the pass.
Well, on that incompletion, the quarterback and receiver just not on the same page. I mean, that wasn't even close.
Motion trying to get the defense to show his hand. He's right on target. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. And the Spartans have their offense in high gear. To the air, it's ball. Oh, and it's picked off. Threw it right into the teeth of double coverage. And after the interception and the turnover, this defense has set its offense up for business. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. The give to the back. He'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
Small gain, I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass, make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
Wants to throw on 2nd down. The freshman able to get home with the sack. How about this Spartan defensive front making plays like the legendary Bubba Smith?
And if you're going to have a great defense in East Lansing, it's going to be up front. It's going to be those big boys dominating like Bubba Smith, like Jarrell Worthy, really eating up those blockers up front, making plays, stopping the physical game.
The Wolverines headed quickly to the line.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
He makes the stop as he gets it inside the 30 to the 28, a gain of 4. The play action fake. Pressure coming. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
He has been terrorizing quarterbacks all year long. That now his 10th sack of the season. He's got speed. He's got power. He's going to play on Sundays, and he is not cooperating with this offense's game plan.
That is just a sideline credit. Throw, catch, toe drag, everything you want. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on third down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him. And
here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
This poor quarterback has been running for his life. He has never been able to get his feet set, stare downfield, and try and pick this defense apart because he's constantly throwing the pressure in his face.
Here's the handoff. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
It's a bad sign on offense when you have that many people running free at your running back. That means guys up front aren't getting their blocks. Just too many hats getting to the ball carrier. I love his effort, making multiple guys miss.
Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
Yeah, and I like teams that are aggressive. When offenses go empty and spread you out, you only got so many guys to protect your quarterback, and the linebacker comes through and hammers the quarterback and gets the sack.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
The incompletion brings up a 2nd down. To throw, it's ball. Quickly complete. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Gets it out quickly. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on 3rd down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. Picked up some yardage with that completion, now 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Got his man. Brought down at the 33, but not before he gets 10. This guy fits that Spartan quarterback mold, a guy who makes plays, a Jeff Smoker, a Kirk Cousins.
Yeah, a guy that you can depend on. You got to find that.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And he's got it inside the 20. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Michigan State has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. The Spartans have it with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Caught behind the line. It's Vaughn. And they get him, and they'll lose yardage on that completion.
And there are certain guys that I want to make sure I hone in on, and I do not give them the football in space. And this running back is one of those guys. Really good job by the defense, keeping their eyes on their keys and not letting him sneak out and get any kind of space. As soon as he touched it, he was on the ground.
3rd and goal coming up here. Looking downfield, it's ball. And the pass pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. This seems to be a chip shot field goal attempt and a routine 3 points, but they will go for it on 4th down. Takes a snap, wants to throw. Still, they got him. The pressure got home, and the defense makes sure this drive comes up empty.
This is so a Jesse Palmer move. Exactly what he would do. Continue to put the foot on the accelerator, try to rub it in. Can't win by enough. Got to look good in the polls. This is your kind of offense, Palmer.
Great veteran presence in the pocket. He knew he was going to take a hit on that one. After that last completion, it's 2nd down. He's looking to throw. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
It's pretty obvious. This defense came into this one knowing they were going to have to play a complete game until there were zeros on the clock, especially against this quarterback. You cannot take your foot off the gas. And that's exactly what they're doing here. Late in the 4th quarter, they're still bringing it, and they get another sack.
And now such a tough situation. Late in this game, you're trailing, but now it's 4th and long. Like, it's one thing if it's 4th and short. This makes it even more difficult. You got to have something dialed up you feel really great about.
The incomplete pass, 4th down, fails, and they'll turn it over.
There's not many play calls on the sheet to score a bunch of points really quickly, so you got to go for it here. I like the aggressiveness, but this offense continues to miss the mark, and they just got to score more points. They got to do better, right, Palmer? That's expert analysis. They got to do better.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on 1st down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Grab behind the line. It sucks. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. And, guys, they really need to take advantage of this field position on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the pass. Catch in the middle. It sucks. And he's brought down after a nice game. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Got it! Touchdown, Michigan State! And the beatdown has ensued. That one puts them in really good shape to get back on the right track and get another W. Sparty has stretched out this lead, guys, and they can almost taste showing off that Paul Bunyan trophy.
And imagine the Spartan fans right now just going bananas. Go green, go white. Talking about Michigan all year long. They win so many games. Poor old Michigan State. And what are they doing? Taking care of business.
Yeah, no doubt. They're the school here in state that's usually playing with a chip on their shoulder. They don't recruit as well as Michigan. Michigan's had more success in conference play in recent years, but Michigan State showed up. They look like the big brother in this game.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
It's complete on the right side. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. Lining up from the 34 on 1st down. He's going to pass. Finds his man. Makes a catch and knocked down.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard.
And they got him for the sack.
Yeah, and this defense just putting the cherry on top of the sundae. They've been all over the place. They've done a great job. Their offense has built a huge lead. We're just counting down the minutes on the clock now.
Getting some heat. He can't make the catch. Had it right in his hands, and it'll be 4th down.
This defense has just been all over this guy all game long, under pressure. They're finding a way to get to him and affect his rhythm. Of course, they have an interception in this game. That's why they've got a big lead here in the 4th quarter. This guy has never gotten into a rhythm.
And this will fall incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Tell you what, it gets late in the football game, man. I got to start being aggressive. When I'm in a hole and the clock's running out, like, it's going to make me have to throw the football, be more aggressive, and this offense doesn't come through for their team, and now they're going to really need their defense to get some stops here in this football game in the fourth quarter. And it's just simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. Quarterback empties his backfield. Back to throw, it's Ball. Firing to the right, complete. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Third and short from the 26. Pretty easy field goal range, but they'd love to pick up the first. From the gun, wants to pass. And the missed connection on third down. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. This might be a little easier if it were straight on, but a 43-yarder from the right hash. And this one splits the uprights. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand.
Well, I've seen this kicker make kicks from 50-plus, so I don't think he got all of that, but at the end of the day, who cares? Field goal's good.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. This thing got out of hand on them, but they'll try to finish with some pride here.
And this one was a beatdown. And there's...
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. So now they'll try to mitigate that disaster on second down from the 15. He's looking to throw. Coming after him. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Complete to the left. Running toward the tape. Inside the 10. And he crosses the goal line and gets the touchdown, but way too little, way too late. But they still do count it for 6.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And boy, did they finish with a huge play in the passing game, scoring from 85 yards out. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. All wideouts, no backs. He'll start this drive firing. It's complete to the right. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Timeout is called, and the clock is down to 8. They'll line up for a second down play. Back to pass, it's Ball. Looking to the big tight end. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. Takes it from the gun on third down. Unloads to the wideout. Final shot falls to the turf, and that'll be the ball game.